What is up, YouTube? Holy Pepsi here. I'm going to be going over the fastest way to make cash in Deadman mode, and this is the most safest way and the most reliable way. So this is, I think, day 3 of Deadman mode being released, and pretty much a majority of the people have been basically rolled back, because once you die once, you're most likely going to get killed again. Even SparkMac just recently, he died, and then he went to the bank, and he died again literally moments later, which is losing him an insane amount of work. Now, he's getting donations, aka, or just selling stuff really fast. He might not even get donations. It's just the fact that he wants to sell an item, someone buys it instantly. So not everyone has that. So this is what you're going to want to do. First off, as you can see here, I started off doing mining, right, and smithing to smith my own iron knives and everything to get my range up, and I got my defense up. So I'm going to be saving these 2 combat spells no matter what, even though I'm going to be going melee soon, because melee is probably just the better option, because you can easily DDS spec people. But I wanted to go something that I'm going to basically, no matter what happens, I'm going to save these combat stats. They're not going to get re-rolled. So all my progress on defense and range will stay no matter what. Even if I get higher melee and higher strength, I'm most likely going to still continue to protect these 2 stats. Because these 2 stats, even if I get re-rolled 4 times, it's not going to really matter, because I can still do stuff with my defense stat and my range stat. I can go into full range armor. That way I'm not basically wasting all my XP every single time. It is sad that I have 14 HP. It's pretty ridiculous. I had 32, but I just got massacred. There's times where I just literally just got PK'd right as I was walking out of Lumbridge. It made me really sad. But it was a lucky PK, I should say. Anyways, mining, it was good for a point, and it basically on day 1, mining was probably the best thing you could do, because no one had any gear. But still, I can basically smith a few things, but I'm not going to be able to smith anything that's relatively that important. And fishing, on the other hand, everyone needs food. Everyone. PKers need food, people who are trying to train need food, and they're getting drops, so they can afford to buy your food. So I got 60 fishing and 60 cooking in about, I want to say 3 hours. It's very, very fast. All you have to do is you start at Draenor. You start from level 1 to, I want to say, level 25-ish. Yeah, I think it was level 25 I stopped doing that. So that's about 140 shrimp, something like that. It's ridiculously low. And then you go from there to Barbarian Village. You go and use fly fishing. Well, actually, you have to get feathers first, so you can go train your combat killing chickens. And once you do that, you're pretty much set. You kill the chickens, get your feathers, go to Barbarian Village, basically fish there, get salmon. And I'm going to show you my bank real quick. Okay, so that's how much I got. I think I gave away 40, because there's some dude really begging for stuff, and I was like, no one's gonna buy this. So I basically fished all these, which took about, I want to say, hour and a half. It wasn't really that bad. You want to have an axe equipped in your inventory, and you also want to have basically a tinderbox. That way you can basically cook your own food and then bank it. I found that it's much faster. Instead of individually dropping, just take all your crap and go to the bank, bank all your burnt ones, and then just run back, and then at the very end just basically go off and note the burnt ones and drop them, because that saves you time. Individually clicking is just more annoying, and it's just overall faster. So I basically had, I think, 430-ish feathers, and I have 67 left, so that's pretty good. And then I went to Catherby, which I believe that's how it's pronounced, pretty much the main fishing place, and I was I want to say level 40 fishing, maybe not 40, but maybe it was 38, or I was pretty high. And from there I just did spear fishing. Actually, wait, no, I think I was 45, 50. I think I was right off the bat I was swordfish fishing. Either way, it was a ridiculous amount. So I basically did that, and now I have 107 swordfish and 164 tuna. So what am I going to do with this is simple. Swordfish are getting sold. I have no use for swordfish. I need to train my combat. I have more than enough food to train combat. and this will give me enough gold to where I can buy stuff. Many people are dying 1 or 2 times and they lose everything in their bank and they're just pretty much worthless. If Sparkback, if any of the other people who are streaming this and they're basically going off and like doing really crazy crap, but they're not really training their individual skills, if they weren't getting like donations or selling items really quickly to people who are paying like top dollar to them, if they weren't doing that, then they wouldn't be where they are. They would most likely be really screwed over right now. And Sparkback pretty much lost everything, but people were like buying his crap for like above top dollar. So that's just throwing it out there. None of the hate on Sparkback or anything. I'm just saying don't go by their example because their example is not viable. You're going to base your stuff off of what I can get for money. Most likely, this is the best thing you can do. You can sell the fish, you can get gear, you can train your stats. Make sure you train stats that are basically you're going to protect. Like I trained range and defense. Range and defense are going to stay. I'm going to hit 99 range and 99 defense. That is my goal. Whereas other people, they're going to basically protect. Melee, I think, is the worst stat in just downright worst stat there is, because you have 3 protective stats. You have attack, strength, defense, and hit points. And if you have really crappy attack, then you can't equip dragon items. And if you have really crappy strength, then a majority of your dragon items aren't going to do crap unless they're attack based like longsword. So you'd have to protect those 2, and that's not really what you want to do. You'd rather protect like defensive and mage or defensive and range, and I feel that defense range is better because range counters mage, and if you go defense, then it counters melee as well, because you can basically have really high defensive items like rune plate body on your chest or something along those lines. That's just what I'm thinking. But either way, this is my guide for basically doing Deadman mode. You can take it or leave it, but you're not going to get better than this. I know there's a lot of people who are trying to do other methods of making money. They go and basically do 99 thieving. I can tell you right now, this is day 3 and there's level 70s. I've seen so many people just get immediately massacred and they lose their entire bank. Like, I could get massacred right now and lose all my bank, even if I'm not skulled. All the dude has to do is come up and just like kill me, and then the person who kills him will get my bank as well, which really sucks. So that's why you actually do have to train your combat, which I've been kind of neglecting, but you need to train a stat that you can basically help yourself and sell the stuff for profit. So you can go with thieving if you want. I would just recommend going with something that is fishing. Basically, there's power in numbers. Most likely, if someone's going to PK, they're going to go after the level 3s and stuff instead of going after the like level 20s. So you might want to do a little bit of training beforehand. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and peace out.